Welcome to the only podcast that is I am your mother! Mother! It's tried but true. I'm your host, Jasper. That was a SNL reference, yes, from like 2009. There's one scene, the skit, I will explain it because you guys don't like SNL like I do, in the way that I sometimes watch the YouTube shorts from when Christian Wiig was a cast member. But back in the day, there's a skit with the guy who plays Troy Bolton, Zac Efron, and it's like meant to be like ad, and it's him and this guy, and they have these pizza rolls, and one of the cast members plays the mum, and the joke is like, "Oh, these are better than your cooking, mum," and then she's like, "I'm your mother," but then he overdoes it and he goes, "I am your mother, and it's very silly, very fun. I'm in a very odd, strange, chaotic mood. Not even mood. We're in a very horrible era where this podcast, this season, which is like season 3.5 or whatever we're on, is horrendous. We officially this is the first published episode, right? That you're listening to. One, there's no audio, visual, I mean. There's no visual for this episode. But also, we did make an episode 2 weeks ago there's no audio for. You can only watch the video on my YouTube channel. I think it's either Jasper Lynch or Jasper Slays or something. I don't know. But just search Tried But True and you'll find it. So we did an episode from my bedroom, and for that episode, because I did not bring my key to the studio. Yes. And then last week I did bring my key, but the audio messed up, so we don't have an episode from last week either. So this is technically the first official episode, but it is my third week of trying to record an episode. So we're throwing out everything I had planned. I was going to do these like cute, for like the winter semester is what we're in, but I was going to do these like cute little like small episodes where it was like, this episode we're going to talk about gay stuff. This episode we're going to talk about celebrities. This episode we're going to talk about blah 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 blah. We're throwing it out. This episode is for no one but me. This is Jasper talks about her niche interests. That's it. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. I just know I want to talk about niche things. So I do know what we're going to talk about, but I don't know what I'm going to talk. I know the topics, but I don't know how I'm going to talk about them, if that makes sense. So, 1. We are going to talk about wrestling, of course. It's happened a few times in this podcast where I just have a moment where I forget that there's an audience who doesn't give a fuck. And this is one of them. We're talking about wrestling. I think because it's the 30th episode, I do want to talk about wrestling from 30 years ago, because the current product, but we might talk about that too. We're going to talk about Grand Theft Auto 6 as well. I know, boo, who cares? Besides the millions of people who bought it. But we're going to talk about that. Grand Theft Auto in general. Video games in general, maybe. And then I also think we're going to touch on makeup, either in the Grand Theft Auto 6 chat, or I'm just going to talk about it, or both. Yeah. Also, since there's no video for this episode, I'm back to stand-in. Now, if you're a long-time fan, which none of you are, who would be? I used to do audio-only episodes. And in those episodes, I did start to stand, and guess what? The episodes were chaotic. You know what? I'm going to make it even more. I'm taking my shoes off, too. Crazy. I'm a crazy, crazy girl. Right. Let's play that music. That's technically the theme song for this, even though, whatever. Because guess what? I'm not doing any editing either. Woohoo! Ooh. God, I missed this song actually. It's kind of groovy. Okay, cool. So, what are we talking about? I forget. I'm going to talk about Grand Theft Auto 6 first because I think I have the most to say. Yeah. Okay, so as we all know, if you pay attention to pop culture and the news, the most important thing in the news right now, nothing else, is... Actually, yeah, we're going to talk about it. Oh my god, shut the frick up and just talk about it, Jasper. Take a breath, everyone. I'm not zen this morning, and when I say this morning, I do mean 2:42 p.m. In this episode, so Grand Theft Auto 6, the pre-order came out. Now, I've unfortunately do hyperfixate on Grand Theft Auto from time to time. Like, every time they release a trailer, I go through about a month where I consume about 48 hours of YouTube Grand Theft Auto 6 content, and trust me, it's not all good. It's the only time, one of the only times I listen to a man, because there's no girls making good Grand Theft Auto 6 content. I'm sorry. There's not. If you know of a diva who makes good Grand Theft Auto 6... Oop. I just fucked everything up, didn't I? Oh, okay. Sorry, I clapped in. If you know any divas who make Grand Theft Auto 6 content, let me know. It's all straight men. But I did find one who's very anti-AI, and in every episode he says, this script does not have AI. And I'm like, hell freaking yeah. Love you, bro. Shout out Grid. Grid on YouTube. I'm sweating. Oh my god. But yeah, anyway, so Grand Theft Auto 6 pre-orders came out. And so it's kind of official, unless they delay it again. That November 16th is the release date. I haven't pre-ordered, but I will. Like, straight up. Despite the controversy about everything which we're going to talk about, I am going to pre-order. Because look, guys, the first video game I remember ever playing was Grand Theft Auto 5. I have played Grand Theft Auto 5 pretty much consistently since 2013, since it came out. For 13 years or whatever, I've played it for so long. I had it on PlayStation 3, I had it on PlayStation 4, I have it on PlayStation 5. Everything. I play online. When I play online, I don't play with other people, I play my own session. But I've played the story mode thousands of times. As I said, I've watched constant YouTube. Back in the day, back in like 2017, I was watching YouTubers with all the new updates. Because I wasn't playing online back in the day. I only started playing online in COVID. But like before then, I was watching the YouTube videos of like, who did I watch? I watched Typical Gamer. Who knows about Typical Gamer? I was watching him crazy. The bloody ill-gotten gains content. Oh, that was so. I was like, if I had online, I'd buy the shit out of that. And guess what, honey? When I finally got the game, I did. Guess what, diva? I bought the off-the-top silky gold top. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Because I'm rich. Yeah. Self-made too. I don't buy any shark cards. Actually, no. Okay, so I did play Grand Theft Auto, but when I got online, I think I got like the deluxe edition of Grand Theft Auto 5, which gives you online perks, and I think it's like you got like free businesses and you got like $10 million. So, admittedly, I'm about as in Grand Theft Auto 5 online, GTA Online, I'm about as independent and made my own way as Donald Trump. Where, yeah, I did. Where after I got my first couple million, I've made heaps. I've made at least, I think I've made like 100 million at least. And currently right now, because I'm saving up, I have $5 million. Yes, I do. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Or by myself, no shark cards ever. Except for the first $10 million. So yeah. Yeah, it's kind of quite impressive, isn't it? Yeah, so you're like jealous. Anyway, back to the topic, Grand Theft Auto 6. The controversy is, and this has broadened into PlayStation in general, but Grand Theft Auto 6 will not have any physical copies at all, period. As in, even if you pre-ordered the physical copy or you buy the physical copy, you will not get a disc. This is very controversial, obviously, because physical media is dying. Not dying, it's getting murdered. Let's be real. Physical media isn't like fading away. That shit is getting punted to death by the corporations. It's insane. Like, because obviously with television and movies, DVDs and Blu-rays have been killed. Let's be honest, killed by big companies, by streaming, by Netflix, or blah 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 blah. And now they're coming for video games. So yes, Grand Theft Auto 6 will not come with a physical disc. The reasoning is that they don't want it to leak, because if they have physical copies, you can get them early and then you can reveal information before the game comes out. Whereas with digital only, you control how much the consumer has of the product, which is not great, because at any point they can take it off the shelf, they can take it off you. So like, for example, if they make now, and also I should say PlayStation, the controversy is after 2028 they're not doing any physical media whatsoever, physical disc. So what that means, actually no, that's not true, sorry, they are making physical copies of games that come out before 2028, but everything from 2028 is going to be only digital. They've backtracked, and I think they will backtrack more. They very likely could, because they're getting a lot of backlash. But anyway, basically what it means is, if they decide in 10 years' time for Grand Theft Auto 6, for the example, they're going to make a remastered version. They can take the original version that, people are paying $160 for. Hey, crazy. But anyway, $160 for. And you can just take it away. You can remove their license. And you don't have to give their money back or anything. It's fucked up. And I guess with a disc, you could argue, you haven't owned games. You haven't owned stuff for a long time. You've owned a license. But it's just even worse now. And also another argument for no disc is that games now, especially Grand Theft Auto 6, but games are too big to fit on a disc. However, Rockstar themselves has had a game that was too big for one disc in Red Dead Redemption 2. What did Rockstar do when one disc wasn't enough? That's right, they put 2 discs in the case. I don't know why they can't do that again. I do suspect eventually they will release a physical copy, especially with all the backlash. And also just to make money. But also, why physical media going as bad is because so many people are going to lose jobs. The industry is going to die outside of PlayStation and Xbox. Well, Xbox is already dying, but whatever. So yeah, it's a bit messed up. However, I don't like the narrative that Grand Theft Auto 6 is the reason why it's happening. I would argue Take-Two in general probably is a big contributor, but Grand Theft Auto 6 is not why. They didn't say, you know what if we put Grand Theft Auto 6 out as digital only, and if that goes well and if people buy it, we'll just make everything. No. They've actually been doing it for a while. Admittedly, I don't buy a lot of games anymore. I buy 2 games a year. But WWE 2K, yes, we're talking about it, which is also owned by Take-Two, which is what owns Rockstar. You can only get the standard edition of that game in person. You can't get any other version physically when you used to be able to. So I think conspiracy is that they've been doing this for a long time and they've just been slowly doing it where, oh, we'll take deluxe editions off the shelf. Oh, we'll make this one game. Oh, and then we'll announce that no games whatsoever. And it was meant to be a slow thing, but it wasn't slow. Anyway, but I don't want to talk about that right now because I've already talked about it for 10 minutes. I want to talk about what I'm excited for, which, let's be honest, the main thing I'm excited for, which I've been excited for ever since it was announced, is a female protagonist. Oh my god. Lucia is a godsend. I swear to God, I am so excited to finally have a Grand Theft Auto game with a female protagonist. Now, yes, technically online, my protagonist is like the online protagonist can be a man or a woman, and mine's a woman, but that doesn't count. A silent protagonist does not count. But Lucia, oh my god, as soon as I announced it, I was like, holy shit, yes. Yes, yes. And honestly, at the time, I was like, okay, but realistically, she's probably gonna always have the same mug on. You probably won't be able to customize her beyond haircut, which is what, like, I think, like, with every other Grand Theft Auto game, with every other, like, Rockstar game, you've only been able to change the, like, facial hair and haircut. You haven't been able to change hair color, anything like that. So I assume that's what it would be. But with the new trailer? No, not the new trailer. The new screen, like the new release material, the new marketing, whatever. It is revealed that she has so much customization. I don't think you can change her hair color, but you can change her hair wildly. Like, the amount of different haircuts she has in those screenshots, insane. Like, in it, she's had a shag cut, a shaggy mullet, a buzz cut with, like, designs in the hair, an afro, a ponytail, like a lob. I'm so excited. And also, you do get to customize makeup. Hell yeah. I do think the most we'll get is, like, blush place. I think we're going to be able to get a set selection of eyeshadow. This is what I'm hoping. That you can get you get to pick some eyeshadow. You get to pick blush placement and blush color. And you get to pick lip finish and lip color. I don't think you're going to be able to pick lip shape or anything, or like particularly like the lip liner, the lip gloss, the lipstick. I don't think that's going to happen, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm okay with that. But I would also be okay. It'd be annoying, but I'd be okay if it's like a full beat and you get to pick, like, there's a bunch of full beats you can pick with, like, you know, she has one where, actually, no, I don't think that's true, because she has the same lip but different eyeshadow in a few photos. So I think what I first said is what's going to happen. And oh my god, the outfit she gets to wear, the pre-order bonus, she gets like this glittery mini dress, red mini dress. Oh my god, and she gets to wear heels. I generally did not think she'd be able to wear heels. I just, like, they're not going to do it. I don't know why. I was like, they're not going to give her dresses, and they're not going to give her heels. Or, I just assumed, honestly, that they were going to they were just going to switch her gender, but they weren't going to, like, add anything. Oh my god, and you get to bloody do nails as well. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. There's also a lot of other mechanics I am excited for, but honestly, if the game looks good and plays similarly close to Grand Theft Auto 5, I'm happy. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I can't wait. Anyway, next topic. What was the other topic we were going to talk about? Grand Theft Auto, wrestling. We're not going to talk about wrestling. We're going to talk about makeup, because, oh my giddy aunt, I have something to say about makeup. So recently, as in the last couple of days, Charlotte Tilbury, who I'm not the biggest fan of, in general, both her and her company, has come under fire because she recently came out and was like, hey, when companies dupe our products and like make cheaper versions that are near identical to our product, they're duping the consumer. And everyone's like, whoa, what a bitch. They're not saying that, admittedly, you're doing it, but they're like, hey, no. the argument against it is a dupe is not dupe in the company, and it's kind of class. It's kind of messed up that you're making people who can't afford your product, who can't afford the real original product, who probably never will, who can't afford to spend $50 on a lip pencil, of buying the cheap alternative. However, I disagree. I don't disagree, but I do disagree. I think... Okay, I'm going to specifically say MCO Beauty. I hate MCO Beauty because all MCO Beauty is just, let's copy high-end... Not even high-end, let's just copy other makeup brands. Exactly. Same everything. Just, legally, they are just different enough to not get sued. And I just saw, they've done the Huda Beauty for lip stains. They're exact same. They are identical, same color, same everything. And it just pisses me off, because I think there's a difference from a drugstore cheap alternative and a copy of a product. Because quite frankly, it's makeup. You do not need the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Foundation, whatever it's called. Flawless Glow Foundation. You do not need that. That is not a necessity. So to be mad at people who are saying, hey, the MCO Beauty Flawless Foundation, which is what it's actually called. I think they're literally just one word different, but whatever. To say, hey, that's fucked up and we shouldn't be doing that. What were your classes? What about the people who can't afford Charlotte Tilbury? Yeah, I can't afford Charlotte Tilbury. I'm never going to buy the Flawless Glow. The only time I will ever buy the Flawless Glow is if I become a makeup influencer, straight up. So, but, okay, the reason I'm saying this is because it's not something you need, and you can get very similar results with drugstore that isn't a complete copy. And there's amazing foundations at the drugstore. I keep saying the drugstore, but it's not really a drugstore here. It's more like the chemist. But I mainly buy more affordable brands, right? I'm a Maybelline baddie to my core. I love Maybelline. I love NYX. But I also fuck with MAC. I also fuck with House Labs. Whatever. But, I've tried both. I have lip liners and lip glosses and everything in MAC, and in Maybelline, and in NYX, and whatever. And they're similar. And no, I don't need the MAC, but I would like the MAC. That's the difference, I feel like. We're making cheap alternatives for things you don't need. And it's just shitty. I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't like it. I think my issue, when it comes down to it, is, why are we acting like we need high-end products to be duped? Why is that a need? Why is wanting that and buying that not seen as you unethically consuming products? It's seen as an alternative and good and class conscious, whatever. Again, that's my issue. You don't need it. Right? You do not need it. It's not, I'm, as someone who wears makeup every day, you don't need makeup. No one needs makeup. And no one, especially no one, needs high-end makeup. Right? Settled, okay? So everyone can be quiet. Anyway, we're gonna do Put You On, and then we're gonna end. Pretend the music played, I can't be bothered reaching over. Sorry, the TikTok I made was playing on my phone. Sorry if you heard that. Okay, podcast, we're gonna talk about that first. Again, my main podcast, I will say it every time, nobody asks. It is hilarious. I love it so much. I've also been into Rat Bag with Mel and Sam again. I'm up to date on that. No, I'm not. I have 2 episodes to go. But the new one that happened in the break is Scapegoat, which is my all-time favorite podcast. Is It Just Me? And one of the hosts, Mitchell Coombs, is the main host for Scapegoat. And the people in Scapegoat have appeared on Is It Just Me? So they're like people I know. No, as in, yeah, they're my friends. No, as in like I've heard their voice. I know who they are. They're like not random people. And it's very funny. Look, I don't know. It's just very funny, very silly, very gay. It is a bit millennial, and admittedly, they're not the most ethically conscious, in my opinion. But that's okay. Not everything needs to be. But yeah, they're great, and they do 2 episodes a week. Honestly, I think more podcasts need to do 2 episodes a week. I actually love it. Scape goes to 2 episodes a week. Nobody else doesn't. Ratbag does. And I like how Ratbag does it, actually. Because they do Ratbag, which is like the highly produced episode. And then they do a current, week of, how I record these. But a lot better. Because they're actually good podcasters. I am not. Anyway. So those are the podcasts I recommend. Movies. I watched The Hustle from 2019 last night. It actually really holds up. I haven't watched it since 2019 when it came out. Maybe 2020. Before COVID. It was a pre-lockdown thing, but I watched it a lot. Because back in those days when I bought DVDs, I would watch a movie once, fully, for the first time, and then I would play it again immediately after. I would watch it before bed, and then I would watch it to go to bed. And then if I woke up during the night, I would play it again. And I would watch it repeatedly during the day. If I feel nostalgic, but back in the day, if I had a DVD in the DVD player, I was like, I want to watch a movie, I want to watch something, nothing good is on. Oh no, I'll just watch whatever's in it. So I would watch the same movie 10 times in a week because it was just on. I could just press play, and it was so good. And that's how I have so many movies in my brain. And I've always had it. I always I don't know why, but movies stick in my head a lot more. But anyway, I watched it for the first time in a long time with, adult perspective. And it's actually, it's funny. There's so many good jokes in it. Oh my god, Anne Hathaway, she just plays it so well, and she's British in it, which is perfect. She's actually, honestly, for the character she plays, she is a perfect actress for it, because it's she's kind of like a supervillain and a master of disguise or whatever, and she has countless accents. I kind of wish she did more accents, actually, but in the movie, she does an American accent, a German accent, and she does an Australian accent, which is her worst one, but she does a UK one as well. But oh my god, her Australian accent actually made me piss myself because it's bad, but it's hilarious. It's bad in a good way. What else? Oh my god. And also, I will say, for a girl boss empowerment movie, it's in the same vein as your Ghostbusters, The Spy Who Dumped Me, which I need to watch again. That's a good movie too. Bad Mom, blah blah blah. All those movies that I love, where it's feminism, yes, slay queen, work mama. It's all that, but actually it's not, because the end of the movie is the 2 con artists, the 2 female con artists who are great at what they do, get conned by a man. A man steals $1 million from both of them. And he does give it back. He makes them $2 million after, that's the plot. And they work together. But he plays them like a fiddle. And actually watching it is so good because you can pick it up. It does make sense. Like, to me, like when you watch it and you know the reveal, it's not just like, oh, tacked on the end and it doesn't make sense. It makes perfect sense. Like, they do a thing and the bet is whoever gets $500,000 from him wins. So they make up this whole thing. And he's like there, and like they think he's a millionaire because he's a tech company. And he's flown out by investors. But also he's poor, and he's poor. He has $400 left. $400,000 left. If he sells the last of his stock, he can whatever. And then it just doesn't make sense. Like, so you've been flown out by investors. So you're probably gonna get bought out or whatever. Or your idea is gonna be bought. So you're not gonna be poor for long. But also you only have $400,000. And then, yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It does. It's a good movie. Go watch it. It's on Netflix. Other movies, I can't think of any that I've watched. I've been watching Running Point Season 2. That's a great show. It has Goldie Hawn's daughter, Kate Hudson. Anyway, we're going to do music and then we're going to end because it's 30 minutes. Whoopsie. Been listening to Belinda Carlisle. Circle in the Sand, Leave a Light on Summer Rain. Barely Human with other people, but I'm not going to list the features. Hands Up, Club Crusher, Zombie XD, Party Like the 80s, Take a Pick, Faster and Harder. Dance Terrier by Madonna. I haven't heard Confessions 2 yet. I need to. We Have All the Good Men Gone by Debbie Dawson. I need to get into her. Because since I follow a lot of music people on social media now and I'm actively engaging in TikTok marketing, I've been getting a lot more people and she came up, so I looked at her stuff and it's really good. It's like synthy 80s and it's actually good. It's a very good vibe. You know what? Who cares? Who cares? Oh my god, and Wink Wink by Charlie XCX. I don't mind rock music. The middle single, I don't remember. I don't really care about. What Are You Saying by Bronze Avery. Let's Go to Bed, The Cure. Olivia Rodrigo's You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl in Love, whatever it's called. I talked about this on my story when I listened to it, but a lot of it's not a good follow-up to Guts, in my opinion. There are songs I really like on it. Like, I really like My Way, Expectations, You Plus Me Equals Love Heart, Maggots for Brains, and Purple, and also the song with the guy from The Cure. Like, there's a lot of songs from it that I like, but a lot of them are just boring and I don't care about. So that's my opinion. I wish she went more Guts direction, but she went a third less impactful and it felt more generic and it felt... I think I said it's kind of given Chapel Roan before she became Chapel Roan. If you've gone back and listened to her old music, that's what the album is given. Sorry, and that's not a compliment. Anyway, I need to go. I'm over this. Bye, bitch. Bye. I don't know why I'm breathing like that. Sorry.